Have a lovely day out in nature, of course, as always. Make sure you guys are always getting your daylight exposure first thing in the morning. You know, you're not sitting inside all day with pale skin. Just get outside. It makes you feel good, kicks your body clock into gear, and makes you alert for the day. Also boosts your testosterone as well. So just a little bonus starter tip there for you guys. That has nothing to do with the video, but in a sense it might do. If you're healthy and you're an attractive guy and you look after yourself, then of course you're going to get more women. Now, without me falling over into the mud, fucking hell, let's talk about women. And I really want to reiterate this point. It is so easy to get girls when you understand these two principles. Maybe three, because I'm going to add a little bonus tip at the end. But the main two principles I'm going to be talking about in this video, once you understand them and you've really implemented them, and that's the key point here, you can have all the knowledge in the world, right? You can watch this entire video for dopamine because, oh, these got girls in the thumbnails and I really want girls, so you click on it because it got your attention. You can watch it, get all the knowledge from it, and be like, oh yeah, that's really, really good. Luke's right. Yeah, that would work. And then just never do anything. This is why, you know, again, you can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't action it, it's pointless, isn't it? This is why people fail at the law of attraction and they say, oh, it doesn't work. It's because you visualize what it is that you want. You visualize money in the bank account, but then you don't take any action in order to make that a reality. In order to force the universe to give you that reality, you need action, okay? So you can sit here right now, visualize all the girls that you want, visualize the lifestyle that you want, and then just sit there and not do anything and say, well, it doesn't work, visualizations don't work. You have to then go out there, trust that your subconscious mind has the information, has the experience, has the knowledge, has the adaptability to then make it a reality through action. So keep that in mind when you're watching this. Don't just sit there and be like, yeah, that's really good. Take action today, make it a reality, okay? So the main principle number one that I want you guys to understand and start following is you cannot control external events. So, for example, let's say we see a beautiful girl in this park right now. Okay, me and you, we're walking, we see a beautiful girl in the park, and we want to go and approach her. Now, what a lot of guys do, and what pretty much every guy does, because I used to do it as well, right, is you're here, you understand what it is that you want, which is the girl, you want her number. Now, the only thing that's stopping you from getting that is fear. That's the obstacle, it's fear. And often fear kind of is induced in your body when you start visualizing the worst case scenario. You start thinking, yeah, but what if I get rejected? What if she says no? What if she's got a boyfriend? You start just saying this stupid negative stuff to yourself that you can't even control anyway. Remember this, you cannot control the external event. You can't control the outcome. You can't control whether or not she has a boyfriend. You can't control whether or not she's attracted to you. You can't control whether or not she's just in a bad mood, she's on a period, a dog's just died, etc., etc. All of these external events that are completely out of your control, you're focusing on them, and therefore inducing fear within yourself. You're literally just making yourself scared over something you can't even control anyway. If I go up to that girl right now in this park, and you know, I spit some game, whatever, talk to her like a normal human being, you're not just going straight in there and saying, hi, can I get your number, please? Like, you've got to introduce yourself, you've got to be a gentleman, you've got to be a socially acceptable individual. Don't just go over there and say some stupid pickup line and expect it to work. Talk to her like a normal human being, be genuinely interested in her, of course, and just socialize. If she's receptive to your energy, then yeah, ask for the number at the end of it. But the main point is, if I went up to a girl now in this park and started speaking to her, and then I asked for the number and she said no for whatever reason, oh, you know, I'm not interested, or oh, sorry, I've got a boyfriend, or you know, whatever, she rejects me basically. I cannot control that. The only thing that is in my power and that is in my control that I should be focusing on is whether or not I actually try. So if I see the girl over there and I don't try, that is the one, that means I failed. I failed. Because the one thing that I could control, I didn't do. I didn't take action on. You did not fail your cold approach or whatever you want to call it. You didn't fail getting that girl's number, talking to the girl, as long as you actually tried. That is a success. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because again, that is the only thing you can control, is whether or not you actually talk to her. So when you've gone over there and you got rejected because, oh, I've got a boyfriend, sorry, you know, you seem like a really nice guy though. When you get rejected, don't dwell on that, because you can't control that. It's completely out of your control, right? So stop putting your energy and your attention into something that is just completely, it's like going for a ride on the bike, right? You're riding on the bike and then it starts raining. And then you're like, oh, well, for fuck's sake, I thought it was going to be sunny today. I'm such a failure. Like, that's out of your control. You can't control whether or not it rains, right? Just a random example. I don't know where that came from. But you get my point. That's number one, is do not put your energy and attention into something that is out of your control. In this situation, it's the outcome. It doesn't matter if you get rejected. It doesn't matter if she says, no, I'm not interested. Because Again, you can't control that. You can't choose her to be attracted to you. That's not how the world works. What you can control is whether or not you actually try. Keep that in mind, because if you've tried and you get rejected, you still succeeded. You have succeeded in that situation. That is a success that you can look back on and think, you know what, I'm proud of myself for that. I've been rejected so many times, I can't even remember. Genuinely lost count. But every single time that I think back to those in my head, it's a success to me. It's not a moment where I'm thinking back and thinking, oh, I'm such a failure, look how stupid I am. I don't feel any negative emotions when I think back to that situation, because in my brain, I've defined it as a success. Because again, I tried, I actually did it. That will make you feel proud regardless of the outcome. And that brings me on to my second principle. I want you to really, really listen. This is very important, right? Your body cannot tell the difference between, your nervous system can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. You've heard me say this a million times, bruv. Wait for the wind. But it's because it's absolutely vital for you to understand. When you imagine a situation in your brain vividly, your body will respond to it physically. So if I sit here right now and imagine myself in a fight situation, my body will respond with a very mild level of adrenaline, fight or flight. You'll feel it, right? When you imagine yourself in a sexual situation, your body will respond physically, right? You'll feel aroused. That is the power of your imagination. So use it to your advantage and not against you. A lot of you guys are sitting there thinking, and again, dwelling on failures. You're going into it thinking, what if I get rejected? What if she says no? What if she's got a boyfriend? And then you're also thinking back to the past where you got rejected again. But then you're defining it as a failure. Because, oh, she didn't say no. She said she had a boyfriend. That means I failed. You didn't fail. You can't control that. Okay? So number one is look back in the past at the times that you tried, even if you got rejected, and define those moments as success. Because then in the present, when you're going to approach a new girl in the gym or in the park or whatever, and you start, feeling a bit of fear kicking, which is normal, you feel the nerves kicking, instead of thinking back to all the moments where you failed in the past when you've done it before, now you're looking back to all the moments where you've succeeded, because now you define them as success. Always starts to fucking rain. The weather is so... Do you see what I mean? I can't control the rain. Why would I dwell on it? Why would I start being like, oh, I'm a failure because it started to rain and I wanted to record my videos in the... Do you know what I mean? It's just bullshit. Stop focusing on things you can't control. Back to the point though. Now you've identified it as a success. When you go into this new situation, rather than feeling fear, okay, you can literally imagine the situation to go is exactly how you want it to go. So you vividly, just quickly, like in your head, 5 seconds, you just imagine the outcome of the situation, exactly how you would like it to be. So you imagine the girl giving your phone back to you with her number in it, giving you a little smile as she walks away, saying it was nice to meet you, whatever, I'll see you soon on the weekend. You imagine that in your brain. Imagine yourself getting the result that you want. Vividly imagine it, because now your body's going to respond as if you've already done that. Now you're going to feel excited, you're going to feel confident, you're going to feel attractive, you're going to feel like the man. You're going to walk just with a bit of swag, a bit of bounce to you, because you're like, in my head, I've already succeeded. I've already gotten a number. I'm like, gee, I'm not a fucking guy. I did that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So again, to reiterate, fuck me, bruv, all over the place. First video of the day, you can tell I'm a bit rusty. To reiterate, think back to your past moments where you've actually, gone up to a girl and you spoke to her, regardless of whether or not you got rejected, and view them as a success. Because now it puts you in this success flow. You know what I mean? Success literally does breed more success, because you get momentum, you get that flow, you get that positive energy, you get that positive emotional flow in your physical state. You start feeling good. It's like on a video game, bro. If you think back to the days when you were a nerd, when you were playing video games, if you won one game of ranked or whatever on Call of Duty or some bullshit, you won a game, you're going to feel positive. You're going to feel like, yeah, I'm the best. You're going to feel confident. And then that success then leads on to the next game. And then you go into the next match with confidence. You're just flowing. You don't even think about it. You're not worrying about, well, what if we lose? You're just flowing because you've won last game. Now you're in that success mindset. You're in the winner's mindset. You have to do this with everything in life. Think back to your successes. Get that emotional flow flowing to where you feel confident, you feel good, you feel like a winner, because you're not dwelling on your failures all day. You're dwelling on your wins. You're dwelling on your successes. That will get you in the same mindset, the same flow, as if you were already in that successful flow. Do you understand what I'm saying? Have I made that clear? So let's give you an example then. Let's say there's a girl over there. I'm going to go and approach her. I start to feel nervous. I start to feel anxious, which is natural. Oh shit, oh my God, what am I going to do? What if I get rejected? What you do is you flip your mindset. So again, you start imagining the best case scenario first rather than the worst. Everyone says, oh, well, what if I get rejected? It's always down here, always negatives. What if I get rejected? What if she says no? What if she has a boyfriend? Why don't you just flip that and think, what if she says yes? What if for the rest of the day I feel like the fucking man because I pulled it off and all my mates are like, yo, what a G, wow, that's amazing. What if that happens instead? What if I get a number? What if I start seeing her regularly and we have like a beautiful relationship together? What if that happens? Start visualizing that instead, because that will turn that fear and anxiety into excitement and anticipation. Now you're ready to do it. Now you can't wait to do it. And obviously, little bonus tips, stay present. You know, if you're overthinking in your head the whole time, you're not going to do very well. You're going to be stuttering. You're going to be over concerned with what you're going to say. It just makes you come across as very weird. You give weird energy. Energy is very important. Obviously, abundance mindset. You know, don't trip over one girl if she says, no, I'm not interested, I got a boyfriend, whatever. Basically, she rejects you. Don't trip over it. Feel proud of yourself because you actually tried, and then just crack on to the next one. There's like 4 billion women out there, and you are literally sitting there thinking, oh, I'm such a failure because one girl said no to me. It's a numbers game. Go and talk to 10 girls every single day. How many girls do you speak to on a daily basis, mate? Like strangers, girls that you've never spoke to before. How many of them do you speak to on a daily basis? Probably 0. I can guess that already. You probably speak to 0 new girls every single day. You need to up that number drastically. You need to make it a habit. You need to make it second nature. It's just part of who you are. You are a socialite. You are a social guy. You're walking down the street, you just say hello to everybody. It doesn't have to just be girls. Again, don't get into this mindset of like, oh, I'm speaking to girls. Just speak to everyone. You are a socialite. Say hello to the old lady. Say hello to the guy walking down the street. Say hello to the attractive girl. Say hello to everybody, the dog, whatever, right? Just practice opening your mouth and speaking more, and also just genuinely enjoy life. Stop taking it so seriously. It doesn't fucking matter. Laugh at yourself with a bit of confidence. You know, if you get rejected, oh, so fucking what? Do you know what I mean? I remember this one time I was in the gym, and my boys said to me, oh yeah, this girl's checking you out, go and speak to her. And I'm not going to go into all the details, but long story short, I went up to her and spoke to her. She said she had a boyfriend, and I went back to the boys just laughing. I was like, boy, you are L Wingman. L Wingman, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? You said she was into me. Maybe she was. Again, long story short, though, that's what happened. And you just got to laugh at your situation. It's like, I'm not going to walk away thinking, all embarrassed and insecure. Guys, I'm going home now, get my backpack on. Just laugh at it, mate. Who fucking cares? At least you tried. That's the one thing you can control, and you succeeded because you went over there and did it anyway. Understand what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Look after yourself. Get some daylight exposure. It's starting to fucking rain, but regardless, you're going to enjoy it. Not the best of views. Looks like a wasteland. But again, get outside, go and socially connect, get used to speaking to people, make that a habit, like I said before, up that number. Speak to 2 girls every single day, 2 new girls every day, something as simple as that. You're walking down the street, just say hello to a girl that you've never met before. She might be like, oh yeah, I'm very good, thank you, haha. And then you can start speaking from there. You never know where it might lead you. You've got to try. Again, the one thing I want you to take from this video is action. Action over everything. That's the most important thing, is action. Do you understand? Coaching is down below if you want to learn more from me. Very dramatic outro here with the rain. Look after yourself, stay safe, and take fucking action. I'll see you soon. Bam.